Ready?
Ready.
Ready?
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you all. Right?
Yes, we're very excited to be here.
Very excited. I mean, it's we've been looking forward to be in the, of course, AirDance team and to do some amazing lectures for you. I hope you will enjoy it.
And that you will learn a lot.
You will learn a lot. Through our careers, we have developed a system that works for us. We are very much people who need to understand the logic behind the movements, behind the character of a dance and everything. So this is gonna be a process. It's not gonna be a separate lecture. So of those of you who are joining us now, are very lucky because you are gonna be taken on a journey of self-discovery and of course of self-discovery of your personal style. Because on the end of the whole thing is about you. It's about how you become that, you know, when you do a Roomba walk, it's not a Roomba walk, but it's a Roomba walk made by, let's say in this case, Jagoda or by me. So that it fits to our proportions, that it fits to your proportions and so on and so on. So the whole idea of the whole thing is really to get it to fit to you. Why? Because we believe that only this way you can become a very free dancer. And what does it mean, free dancer? That you can really put out your charisma. Because, you know, the more coats we put on, you know, today we are living in the world of Instagram, where we put the filter and the filter and the filter and so many of these filters on that we, in a way, it's like putting coats on and you have a lot of coats and then on the end, you know, Jagoda, which is very tiny, disappears. Or me, also disappear behind all that coats. It's all look beautiful, but it's not us. And the whole idea is that our personality shines out through our dancing, right? So therefore, we are gonna, like I said, we are gonna go through the process. And we are gonna go step by step. In order to start basically moving from leg to the leg, what we need to do first, we need to discover all the connections that are inside of the body in order so that you can then, you know, put on the principles that makes you look or makes you move beautifully. So we have a lot of sketches for you, so hopefully your vision is very good. If not, somebody can write us or write to AirDance and we will send you all these diagrams and all that. Hopefully you see that, right? So here it is. We are to begin.
School starts now.
School start now. Although it's Sunday. Oh my God.
Sunday school.
Shit. So anyway, in our normal life, right? We are constructed like through rib cage as a dancer, you know. We have a double S spine. We have a pelvis, and we have legs. When we stand in our normal body stand, what it is that, you know, we have a very much quite excessive curvature in our spine. And our vertebrae, these are representing our vertebrae, are very much stuck, if you see here, to one another. So if you can imagine the vertebrae like blocks, they are stuck because the muscles are released. Our pelvis is a little bit tilted downwards. Our chest is a little bit hanged. So now, in order that we connect first the upper and the lower body, or the lower and the upper body, what we have to do, we have to connect through the inner static muscles, abdominal muscles. What does this do? What it does, it actually, if you imagine here that these are muscles which are released here and here, I pull in the muscles. What does this do? It elongates the lower back. If you see here and here, you will see here what it does. The vertebrae that are like this, they are a little bit distant. They are making, you put a little bit distance between them. You made them flexible, especially in the lower part of the body. What happens in the chest, actually the chest from here, it tilts down. So the forward part of the chest tilts forward, and the back, upper back, it feels like you are hanging by the hook up. At the same time, you feel that the pelvis area, it actually rotates upwards. So practically, Jagoda, my assistant. Ah! Yeah, so if you can see Jagoda, let me just put this here so that you can see. Jagoda, are you standing? Everybody's seeing you. So if you see Jagoda, if you put the hand up, yeah, you see Jagoda? Yeah. Anyway, when she's standing normally, right? You see, this is what is happening. You see, our curvature is here, it goes down, and it's very much here stacked, meaning put vertebra by vertebra. These muscles are released, and the pelvis is tilted a little bit down. Now she's a little bit exaggerating.
Actually,
but
no.
so that, yeah, no?
No, it's quite...
We just had lunch, so it's not another baby. Be careful.
Okay.
So, and this is actually, rib cage is a little bit up. So what Jagoda will do now, if you have an idea, if you would have the knife and I would poke Jagoda here, she would pull that in. Or if you have a zipper, if Jagoda stands like this, you know, zipper by the trousers, you pull it up. The feeling you should have in the lower back is that you elongate this part. What does this do? It makes you feel like you are on a cloud. So this becomes very flexible, but at the same time, it connects the lower part of the body to the upper part of the body. What happens to the rib cage? You see the rib cage drops front and the lower goes up. So the feeling is really like whoop. Now, many teachers will say to you, diagonal forward stance, right? There is nothing diagonal. I'm never standing diagonally forward. It's a diagonal forward sensation that I have the body. Why? Because when I'm dropping my rib cage, I feel that my hands are hanging in front of my body because the back of my body is very long, it's very flexible. So Jagoda feels now when she does that, right? When we do that, we feel like we are on a cloud. That Jagoda brings the cloud. That's why I also put here, if you can see one more time, you see, try to imagine you would have a cloud in between your pelvis area and rib cage area. So the feel is really like you are on a cloud, yeah? So the feeling, if you stand it together, if we go into the normal hold, right? Now we will pull in, drop the chest, lift the back of our body, and really feel like you are hanged down so that the flexibility comes in the lower part of the spine. That's the right flexibility. Many people think, oh, flexible, I need to be flexible in the upper body. And they are flexible in the upper back, which is no good, which makes it everything look a little bit like a spaghetti, overcooked spaghetti. What it does, it makes you calmer in the upper body, but at the same time, flexibility in the lower body, which actually connects the both parts. Now, how do you do that? We have some practical exercises that you should do in the morning, and we are going to show you that, how to work on these connections. Because, you know, if you are working in the dancing, it's not going to help. It's going to be very, very difficult because you need to think of the steps, of the legs, and etc., etc., etc. So right now we are building a cake. Just imagine we are on the cooking program. So guys, if you don't know how to make a cake, now it's the time how you make a cake.
A dancing cake.
A dancing cake. Right.
I just want to say that the exercises we're going to show you now, we used to do also, not in the morning, but before each practice, because that way we were engaging. Yeah. My microphone. We were engaging our muscles, and then we didn't have to worry about them while we were practicing our choreography.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is like this. The best thing of this exercise is, Jagoda, my assistant, lay down. Aha! I'm the magician now. Now I'm gonna levitate her. Just watch this now. Anyways, You lay down in the bed. It will take you half an hour in the morning. You know, it's very difficult to wake up in the morning. Always, it's like, oh my God, I need to wake up. It's the best time to do those exercises and to take care about those inner abdominal muscles which we need to engage, because they are not outer. They are not those one who you're showing on the beach when they are, you know, those six packs. They are not. They are inner abdominal. So what Jagoda will do now, she's lying down. So she has, here you don't see, but she has space here. I can go with the hand behind and there is a space between. So what Jagoda will do first, she will engage those inner muscles. The feeling is like when you go peeing. You know peeing? When you go to toilet and you go peeing. So it's very much inside muscles. So what happens? Her tummy flats. So she has a flat tummy. It's not pulled down, sorry, but it's just flat. It is a very, very tiny, very subtle sensation. It is not very much hard work. And what you do, you engage them. Engage in, hold, let's say 10 seconds, and engage out. Disengage. And engage, you hold, let's say 5 seconds, and in disengage for 5 seconds. And engage again.
With breathing out.
Breathing out and breathing in. It's very much inner. The feeling is that you're pulling down, you're lengthening the lower back, and you're holding, flattening here, not rotating, right? And you're disengaged. Now, second bit, she's engaging those, and now she will just lift one leg. Can you do this one? She will just lift one leg without rocking the body. She will control that and do a subtle movement, bring it up and coming down. And another one, bring it up and coming down and disengage. Zoom.
I know it looks easy, but it's really not.
Zoom.
Because you have to
you need to very much control. This, it shouldn't be rocking, right? This, let's say, the wrong way, you see, she's rocking, you see, she's turning now. That is not what is done. It is very much, they are called static muscles. Static muscles are for stance, for our posture. They are very much internal muscles that connect on the spine. So Jagoda is doing that, and you can go very slowly if you want, but you are just lifting up and going down. Now she will lift up the leg, she will flex the foot and rotate for 3 times. At the same time, she shouldn't be rocking her pelvis. If you, Jagoda, can you just stop one? Just let me turn you. Let me turn you so you have the head there, that way. Don't still sleep, don't still sleep. Although I think that for some of you it's boring, but it's not boring. Yeah. So it's okay, it's okay. Hop. Okay. So again, if you see those 2 points, Jagoda will first engage the muscles, inner, like you go peeing. Remember that. And now she lifts up, you see, and she will rotate. Now, if you look at her pelvis, it's not rocking. The wrong thing, you see now, it's rocking. That is not good. These are then working the dynamic outside abdominal muscles. That should be the inside abdominal muscles. And then you easily disengage and put the other leg up, hop, flex the foot. And now, the more difficult, more better you will become, you will go lower and lower and lower. So in this point here, it's very, very difficult to do that, right? So Jagoda is very well trained. You know, I trained her very well. All right? So, you know, she is quite good. Anyway, then after you did this exercise,
and you rotate both ways.
You rotate both ways. Yeah, you can rotate up way. You can go first up and down, left and right, rotate. You know, here you can be very creative. The important thing is that you really engage those inner muscles. And it's not a workout. Don't try to do that you become sweaty. It is not about that. It's about the sensation of engaging subtlety of those muscles that you engage, because they are small little muscles. So don't try to do like you would do sit-ups, 30 sit-ups, and you will become all sweaty and you couldn't do more. No, it's very subtle movements. Anyways, now she will turn on her side. On her side, and it's great to do this in bed because the bed is a little bit wobbly and you will need to engage that. So again, like she will go peeing, she engage those inner muscles. We're gonna show you to the side. She will lift one leg and now she will go with the leg, swing leg forward and backward. And forward, hold that, slowly, subtle movement, small little movement. It doesn't need to be so big as Jagoda does. And what she needs to do, she needs to be very, very strong here. So no rotating of pelvis area, right? Can you do it like this? You see, all lying down. Huh? Can you imagine this dancing, lying down, dancing?
This is really actually very difficult.
Right.
So now I'm doing it with supporting with my arm.
But it can be very subtle. She's doing very much. It can be just this way. It doesn't need to be so big movement. What it is, it is just that it's engaged here. And that her spine now, it's very, if I can see her from head to down, it's very much one level. So that basically it. So if you can stand up, right? You do it both sides, both legs. Now, what happens with this? What does it do? It actually engages those muscles. Now I'll give you some more ideas because some of you are maybe visual type. If you think you know how the supermodels stand, what do? They do like this. The feeling is like you would have a belt and you will like lengthen your back and put your elbows in. So yeah, if Jagoda does that, you see, she will lengthen, she will open. And this is the same engagement. You are engaging those inner muscles. So it is not those, because those will make you stiff. It is actually to make you lengthen your body so that you have a lot of flexibility in a lower spine, but at the same time, the upper spine is like resting on cloud. So here is a lot of flexibility, right?
Yeah, it's active. You're activating your muscles, but you're not aggressive to it, so it's just about flexibility.
The idea, the main goal, connecting lower and upper part of the body. So now once we connected the lower and upper part of the body, let's go forward. Let's connect left and the right side. So we need to make the whole, how can I say, the whole network of connections. Now, let's go again to the drawing board. It's always fun, you know, to be, you know, I always wanted to be a professor. Now I'm a dance professor. Anyways, to connect my left and right part of the body, I need to connect my inner thigh muscles. If you see here, I'm pulling it up and I'm imagining my pelvis being like a bridge so that the guys from the left can go on the right and the guys from the right can go on the left. So they are, whoever, right? Whichever.
He has imaginary.
Imaginary dwarfs or whatever. So I'm pulling those muscles in, right? I'm really making those muscles put in. Practically, Jagoda, come on, my assistant.
I have to do all the hard work.
Yeah, you see, I'm clever. You see, I don't need to do much. Anyway, I just need to talk, which I'm good at. Anyways, so stand like this. So she's standing in a normal, again, position, body position. So first she will engage the inner, because we are putting the layers now, okay? So we are engaging those inner abdominal static muscles, pulling them in, right? Lengthening the lower body. Now, we are standing in the parallel feet in the width of our pelvis. So what Jagoda will do now, she will try to pull the heels together using those muscles and pulling them together. So the feeling is like I'm pulling. You don't need to roll, but this is just an idea. I'm rolling it now, she's really squeezing, but it's like this. So if she's standing in a little bit more upper scale, so the feeling is like she would be inning. So what does this do to the foot? Just watch, right? It makes it roll to the inside. It makes it roll to the inside, and now we feel like you are very much, how can I say, grounded to the floor. You know, when you make a tent, when you go now in the summer, when you go, you know, camping, and you put the tent, and you have all these wires to make the tent really stable. It's like wires. I'm pulling those wires and I'm making my tent. Now I got the others. Yeah, okay. Whatever. I'm working the inside muscles, pulling that in, and at the same time, I'm feeling very stable. So those of you who have problems with being shaky-bakey, engage those muscles. Pull them in. At the same time, when I pull them in, I feel like, you know, you would have strings all over. And I pull this string and this string and that string and that string. So I'm making a tie, a knot here of the strings. So it feels very compact. My body feels like I'm doing this. The whole energy from all the parts of the body go in the center. So she's engaging those inner muscles by pulling them in, right? So what does this do to the body? It makes look your ankle already better. Because, you know, I see many dancers trying to, especially girls, trying to make their ankles look beautiful. There is nothing about this. It is actually a normal thing. If you engage the right muscles, this will happen. What it happens? When she engages those muscles, her ankle drops and it becomes already beautiful. If she stands just in the side, you see, if you don't engage that muscle, you see, her ankle will be sticking out, and that's not a nice ankle.
And now what I do is only this,
I engage those muscles. So, and already this leg and everything looks already, you know, you actually ticked off the beauty. The beauty,
because the beauty is not separated from the mechanics.
The beauty is the part of the mechanics, right? So it is not like, you know, okay, I need to do the mechanics and then I do the beauty on top. No, it is included, right? It comes in the package, like, you know.
2 in 1.
2 in 1, like a kinder surprise, right? So anyways, so she engaged those muscles, right? Now, moving from the leg to the leg, you need to feel like the more you go to the side, the more you feel pressure in the free leg, right? And then when she goes to the other side, she feels pressure. Now, how do you work those muscles? We unfortunately, I think we have, 1 second. Let me see in our playroom. Yes, we do have.
Playroom.
This is a playroom, right? You know, it's a little secret laboratory. Okay, so, you see, I will sit down. Jagoda, where are you going? Don't escape from me. We are online. Streaming. No. Go to the side. No, go to the side like this.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what Jagoda will do, she will flex her foot. You all have some elastics. You can actually tie elastic to a chair, or let's say, yeah, you know, why should I sit down if I can do this like a gentleman and do that? So, you see?
I think I'm too strong for this chair.
Jagoda is, you know, so Jagoda, yes. So what she's doing, again, subtle movement, pulling in. At the same time, she's working that. It's not just you work that. You engage those inner abdominal muscles. And now she's just pulling them in. So she's engaging those muscles and pull them in and pull them in. And it's again small little movement, even smaller. And very much like, you know, you can hold, you can engage, sorry, hop. Do you need a little bit help? There you go. So you can do it like that. Yeah. Different way. Yes, partnering skills is a whoop. For me, it's a lot of practice. I must tell you, you know, it's like, I'm really sweating now. Whoa, that's difficult. Really, really good. So anyway, partners, you know, male partners, you know, if the lady is doing that, don't copy me, because I'm just, you know, playing a fool of myself. So anyway, that is engaging those muscles. So now we've come already to 2 dimensions. We've connected lower and upper part of the body. Can you turn like this? No, like this. So you see, I have to do everything. Zup. Yeah, we have connected the lower and upper part of the body in muscles. Now we engaged the inner muscles, so the whole field now it's very much compact in this area. And I feel very relaxed in the upper body. I can breathe because they are very much, I feel very flexible and I feel very much grounded. So left and right side of the body, upper and lower body, we connected. So now we have already a network. So the guy here, yeah, if you go to this, like this, frontal, the guy here can call the guy here. Or the guy here can give a message to the guy here. So there is already those crisscross connections. Now, we still need to connect our arms. You see, her arms are just like flopping around. And that is with a lot of dancers. We all think about how to make beautiful our body, but at the same time, our arms are like sticking out like some antennas. Yeah, so how do we connect and why it's important? We will tell you later. But again, the drawing board. All right. So hopefully you see this picture. If you don't, I will put it a little bit back. Anyways, we have the here shoulder blade. Yeah, bone. Shoulder blade, which is connected to our arm. Our arm is connected to our chest through the bone that is called a key bone. It has an S. It's like an S bone. And it represents like a key. You know, this is like a key, like a door key, right? So it represents that. By turning this key, and it's called a key bone, right? By turning this key, what does this do? Engages those muscles that are attaching to the shoulder blade and pulling the tip of the shoulder blade down to your spine. Again, what does this do? Connects your spine to the arm. So the arms become connected to the whole network. So practically, Jagoda is standing like this, right? She is very relaxed. Now, she connects the upper and lower part of the body, the left and the right side. Now, if she puts the arms to the side, maybe look like that, she will rotate. You see those muscles, those bones, she will rotate. She will turn them, yeah? If you see it from here, she will rotate. Maybe it's better on me because I have no shirt. So what? She rotates that and she engages those muscles, pulling them down. Can you imagine if I hold you the shirt and I pull those muscles down? So she will engage those muscles, engaging those. So with this feeling, what happens? Now, if you stand correctly, if you engage that, the feeling is like you would open the upper chest, not the lower chest. That is not correct. You see, I'm doing incorrect, Jagoda is doing correct. So, you see, that's not good. I'm just opening the chest. What does this do to your body? It makes you present. Those of people who you look at competitions or at dancing that feel like, you know, they have a presence. They have a presence here. They are current when they are here. You know, many people want to come on the floor like this and it feels like, you know, oh, I'm very, very strong, but it's not. You know, because your back is very, very weak. You are strong at the forward, but the back is weak. So what you have really to do is actually to make a present here. And the feeling is like when she's doing those, she's opening, she's rotating those key bones, zoom, engaging those inner muscles. She feels now very much connected. Everything is again tied a knot and this is open. The feeling is like if I would have a hook, you know, and if I would hook them up to the sky, she will be hanged onto that area.
But not doing that.
Not doing that because, of course, we made a cake. So first thing was the inner. So if you hold that, this cannot go up.
So I think this is the most difficult part,
right,
actually, because when we say to couples open this happens very automatically. So to control that not coming up, this is where you gain that control.
Yeah, you need to really, like,
body.
if you have a shirt like me, you pull it down and you feel very much like, you know, now I've opened, I engage those
So,
muscles.
If you just look at Yurij's back, if you imagine that there's a number here, which you all guys have on the competition, and now if Yuri does it the wrong way, look what happens to the number. It gets crumbled. So instead of 111, it can look 11. So, you know.
Oh my God!
It's like not good. So when he does it the right way, he actually stretches his back. He stretches the number.
The feeling is that.
And, you know, it's like a wide back feeling.
Also, the other idea I could give you, it's like, you know, you would unscrew your arm, like, you know, when you unscrew the bulb, and throw it away. I will throw Jagoda's arm away. No. Yeah, so the feeling is like doing that. So she elongates, so she feels that this part is going out, the energy is going out. And if you see here the picture that I made, right, it's like, again, everything okay? One second. All right, so hopefully we are back on. Are we? 1, 2. All right, so the feeling is like there is a sun inside of our chest that is shining out in the upper part of our chest. So it is really, you know, opening that. So Jagoda, can you show that? So the feeling is like, you know, you would have a sun that it will shine out here. It will present that. That is your presentation point. So those of you who are a little bit before, okay, I engage those muscles and I tilt that forward. Now I'm very close. Yes, you are very close because you made that diagonal forward sensation. So by engaging the inner abdominal, but at the same time now, when I open that, I correct and I make myself very straight. So basically, I'm standing very straight in my body. And now, once you do that, try just, when you engage that, can we go through the whole process? So we will first engage the inner abdominal. By the way, the exercises for those muscles. How do we engage that? Jagoda, sit down on the chair. There you go. I will give you these 2 cushions. Aren't they lovely? They are like really like matchy, you see? Matchy. We never knew, but they are matchy. So maybe these are too big. So Jagoda, can you hold around? So this is again good thing when you sit down on your bed. Maybe we will show them without that so that they can see, because anyway you can do it. It's great to do with the cushions, yeah? So Jagoda will hold that down. Now she will rotate those shoulders, pressing them down and almost lifting her bottom up, pelvis up from the floor. It's great to do this on the bed. That's why you put 2 cushions on and you actually lengthen that. So if you go to the side, can you go to the side like this? All right. No, so Jagoda, she will do, so this is the 3rd exercise, you know, when you wake up in the morning.
You go
Before
to the edge of the bed.
You go on the edge of the bed. You don't put the slippers still on, but you do this exercise. So you engage those muscles. You see, Jagoda, this goes up, this goes here. You see, she's...
I engage also these muscles, right?
Yeah, so she will pull them up and come up, hold the muscles, and then release down. And pull up, hold the muscles, and release down. With this, you start to work this shoulder blades, from shoulder blade tip to the spine muscles, right? Why those muscles are very important? Because they don't just connect your arms to your body,
Fine, yeah.
but actually they connect us, right? When I'm connecting those muscles, when I'm doing the connection, upper, lower body, left, right side of the body, and now connecting my arms, Jagoda can start feeling my spine. She will feel my spine. So now we become very connected.
Because with this, what Yuri is actually doing is he's creating a frame.
I'm creating the frame, and at the same time, my arms becomes the extent of my spine. So when the movement starts, actually it starts from the leg, it goes up to the spine, and it goes up to the arms. So I become very organic in my movement. When I move, I don't move my arms separately, but I come very organic. So once I have that, becomes very organic movement. Whatever I do, wherever I initiate, it becomes very organic. And that body flow, once I have, brings that, you know, when you see great dancers and they have this lightness or flawless movement, that it feels like, you know, they are not breaking a sweat. And actually that's what it does. So what happens now? Here we have a picture. I'm gonna just lift it for a little bit up. You see, we have created a network. Like on the phone, right? Certain providers on the phone. If I can call Jagoda, we need to have a network. That's how, you know, this guy here can connect, can call through the inner thigh muscles, through the static abdominal muscles, up to the spine, up to those muscles that connect our shoulder blades, into the arm, and up to the let's say women's body or to the man's body, to the partner's body. We have connected the whole, we have made the whole network. And those are body connections that we are talking about. So with those body connections, I always feel connected. Now, do I use them always? Some of them, yes. Some of them, they are engaging and disengaging. So let's look at now this. So what is engaging and disengaging? We have the engine, which always run. When you sit in your car, you take an engine, you put the engine on, and you actually go with the car. When it comes the red light, you don't switch off the engine, right? You don't put the echo. The engine is running. Zzz, and actually that is that. So those muscles are always engaged. Those muscles, you need to put a lot of attention because they need to be always engaged. So even if you are cooking or whatever, try to work those muscles. Make it long in your spine. Because you will also, just one story before I tell you forward. How do we come from this? Because Jagoda had a lot of problems with her back. And she had a lot of back pain. And then we started to work with some physiotherapists that told us a little bit. And then once we started to know about flexibility, everything, all the puzzles came in. And it became very logical to us that actually we need to lengthen the lower back of the body in order to prevent our spine getting crushed or getting injured. Yeah. So those muscles will be working constantly. The inner thigh muscles, they will be working very much like, I would say, 99%. No, 95%. This is too much. 95%. On all of the movements, they would be connected. Those muscles, they will be very much, because they will give you that feel of very much grounded. Your feet will look nice because they will be turned in and being very beautiful. Now, those muscles, they are engaging and disengaging. They are not working constantly. They are also, when I work, let's say, a natural movement, they will be engaging, and this one will be disengaging. Now, it will be engaging, disengaging, engaging. So there will be this engaging and disengaging. So I'm not just holding that, and because again I feel stiff. So even like choreography stuff, you have many movements that are maybe unnatural. Then there will be also disengaging and engaging. But most of the time, whenever if I take Jagoda to the floor, you see, I try always to do that. Although, let's say I want to look casual, I can look casual, but I will very much look casual, but I will be very present. So the feeling would be, let's say, I would really hold that. I would be present with you, present with the audience, with everyone. So once dancing, they will be engaging, disengaging.
So I think, yeah, it's about activating the muscles.
Jagoda, it's about time you talk.
Yeah, maybe I can get a minute.
She's quiet, so it is very, very difficult for me to talk so much. No, I had...
No, yeah, no, I forgot what I wanted. No, I wanted to say, yeah, that the point is to activate the muscles in your body in the correct way. And then when the muscles are active, that's when you can actually execute anything that your teachers ask you to do or that you want to do yourself. If you don't have these connections right and you're not connected and the network is not working, then, you can have, I don't know.
Then everything becomes very much artificial.
Yeah, exactly.
Then everything, I can still look beautiful, but everything will be artificial, which is not the point of dance. Dance is very organic. Why? Why do we work towards there? Because our charisma that we possess, our energy is very organic. It is designed to fit her body. So she cannot have longer legs that she has. She cannot have the broad shoulders. She has just that size. So on her body, everything needs to look organic in order that her energy, her charisma, personality can shine out. Once we put all those little details and everything in, we are putting on a coat, which is not again us. How can I say? The pure us, the authentic us is when we are completely naked. Of course, don't do this. Don't come naked on the floor. Right? Yeah, no. But anyways, it's through these body connections that our body, we have laid down the very ground brick, the first brick in order that we can start dancing organically.
Right.
And naturally. Then, of course, you have, we will talk this in the later lectures. You can, of course, make it a little bit, maybe, you will put in a little bit salt and then
you can add different spices.
Yes, you can add different spices. That's no problem. It's not just that we're moving organically, but like generally we are. But at the same time, we can spice it up. But we will talk this in the later lectures. Okay? So, just for one time, let's go through. So let's repeat everything. So, first, upper and lower body. Our stance is normal. We feel that our spine here, we have a double S in the spine, and that this is a little bit crushed together or released together. Now we engage those inner muscles like you go peeing, right? You engage those muscles, you make it flat, and you lengthen the lower part of the spine. The feeling you should have is dropping the chest forward and bringing the upper spine upwards. So there is a flexibility in the part of the lower spine, right? We elongated the spine. Once we have done that, we connect the inner muscles. We connect our left and right side, pulling those heels together. Pulling those heels together, we have connected left and right side. Now, the feel is like you have a bridge, right? And we have connected all now together. The last thing to do is to connect our shoulder blades, actually our arms, to our spine. How do we do that? Here we have a key bone. This S bone, you open the key lock and you engage those inner muscles, you engage to your spine, you pull them down. This feeling, yeah? At the same thing, what this does to you, it actually opens the upper part of the chest, resting the lower part of the chest still remains closed, okay? So it's just that feeling. So now we have opened that, we have connected all the body, and we feel connected in our body. Everything is connected. So 3 muscle group: inner abdominal muscles, inner thigh muscles, and muscles that go from, I don't know how they are called, but muscles that go from the shoulder blades down to your spine. Yes?
And yeah, I
And
think we will finish here.
we'll finish here, but with the next lecture, we are gonna tease you. We are gonna talk about a principle that is a revelation in our dance world.
Revolution.
Revolution, what? Is it?
I don't know, but it's
whatever.
something that actually we came up with, and we feel very strong about it.
Yeah.
And it's a really good tool to help you really improve your dancing. So make sure you are back with us in 15 minutes.
50 minutes. Adios.
Bye.
Bye bye.